Venceremos. My name is Pita de Aztlán. I want to express myself now about the Brown Berets de Sacramento. Like flashbacks on the Brown Berets de Sacramento. In the late 60s, this is a flashback, I got involved in the Friends of the Farm Workers with the United Farm Workers Organizing Committee. Back then it was called Organizing Committee. Now it's the United Farm Workers Union. I don't want to complicate stuff. I just want to just share some memories I have about the Brown Berets. I loved the United Farm Workers, the struggle, the great boycott, going to Delano, saw Cesar Chavez, the whole culture of it, yeah, basta. So, at the time I got involved in the Brown Berets, I was kind of turned off to the non-violent thing. So, I saw the Brown Berets were more, were militants, and they questioned the whole situation. They're something like the Black Panthers, yet they had their own expression. So you have to know more about what went on in the late 60s and understand history as a guide to action. There was blowouts in the high schools in East Los Angeles. There was walkouts going on, and we started walkouts here, Sacramento. I'd also worked with the Mexican American Youth Association, Maya, and then got involved in the Brown Berets, and that transformed my life for the better. It opened up my eyes more. I realized that, I'm a Chicano. And I remain a Chicano. No die a Chicano. So, the Brown Berets, while we were here, as an organization, we got involved in the whole Chicano movement. We had a free breakfast program, and we supported Chicano studies, and at the time, I worked with the Washington Community Council, part of the War on Poverty program that was going on. And these are way different times than what we have now, believe me. So, the Brown Berets were like a civil rights organization, a militant civil rights organization. We did demonstrations, rallies, protests. We did some bodyguard work, for Reyes Tejerina and other Chicano leaders when they came into Sacramento. So we did great, we did great, but we couldn't last. We didn't have a coherent ideology beyond Chicano nationalism, and many of us got caught up in the whole Chicano nationalist stuff, and some got involved in Chicano art, which is great. Overall, in the last analysis, it was our obsession with Chicano cultural nationalism that took us off the track of going in a strong revolutionary direction, in alliance with other people, non-Chicanos, Mexicanos, blacks, poor whites, etc. So the Brown Berets were a great positive force. Later on, they were disbanded by David Sanchez, the Prime Minister, which was a stupid idea. It was born of his fear, and he's still. I think he's a doctor now, so more power to him. And there are now some. It's been revitalized now. The Brown Berets has been revitalized. I'm going to leave links in the bottom here that you can check out. And what I love about the Brown Berets is that they gave us a sense of unity, a sense of purpose, a sense of identity. And any Brown Berets that are going now, I wish them the best, and I'll help as I can. I'll always consider myself a Brown Beret in my heart, and I know that we have to go beyond, far beyond, any obsession with Chicano nation, Chicano cultural nationalism. And it was hard to break through that. The Black Panthers went through that stage too. And later on, the Black Panthers got into internationalism, then intercommunalism, and so the struggle goes on. Today we had the big immigration bill passed the Senate, and it's a joke. It's not going to work for us. We're not going to wait no 10,000 years, and we sure now ain't going to pay no back taxes. This is our land. Remember that. Before that, it was indigenous people. It was native land. Indigenous is a European term. This land originally belonged to those who lived here. They didn't call it America. They called it our land. So I see Chicanos, in a way, as a lost tribe. There's so many of us here, and so many who are so-called illegal aliens who are actually in their own homeland. Remember, the U.S. Southwest was once Mexico. Look at Palestine. So I miss the Brown Berets. We had an office at St. Joseph's School, and right downtown here, and it was cool. We meet there, we would discuss stuff, and we were close to march down to the city council meetings and advocate for stuff. We go to the school board meetings and advocate for stuff. We were there as a group, a bunch of us with signs and our brown berets on. It was good, powerful, and hopefully, I want to see Chicanos to comprehend that they are Chicanos. We got Raza, who are youth who don't really understand, who they are. They know they're not fully Mexican. They're born here in the USA. If they haven't really caught up to their Chicanismo. So it will unfold and develop as nature does. So I'm just sharing a few flashbacks, about the Brown Berets. We lost some good people, through age, wear and tear of life, and we had a lot of fun, because we did our meetings and our rallies. We had our parties too. We partied, so it's just a lot of good that came out of it. See, I'm fortunate because, I had that influence. For example, we worked. The Brown Berets worked in the context of the larger Chicano movement. We were instrumental in helping to get Joe Serna elected as mayor. Joe Serna, S-E-R-N-A, and along with other groups. So there was such a great hope and promise for the future. And time marches on. Shit happens. So we have to be able to comprehend, connect the reality the way it is now, and to comprehend the potential of Chicano people, Raza, coming together, then uniting with black people and progressive white people in the USA. We can totally transform this country. The country's in terrible shape. Don't believe the lies of Führer Obama. We need to look at the here and the now, and we need to know who our true allies are, who are our friends, and who are our enemies. And if you think we don't have enemies, then you're extremely naive. I'm speaking as a Chicano. So I suppose I should write some stuff up about the Chicano movement, but I think in terms of people's liberation movement on a global level, that we need to support and foster and promote and integrate with all liberation movements all around the world. Now we have internet power, which is a major tool we didn't have back in the 60s, 70s, and so we need to learn how to better communicate with each other. So I think that's about all I have to say for now, and I just hope you keep an open mind and understand that I myself am still maturing, and I just hope that we learn from the lessons of history, that we study history, that we not repeat major mistakes. Politics can be positive or negative. It's stupid to think, oh, I'm not into politics, I'm in the spirit. While children are starving. Taking care of starving children, to me, is spiritual. So we need to look at the spirituality of politics and look at politics and politicians in the context of the dialectics of nature. It's stupid to say, down with all politicians. Your life's governed by politicians. It's almost insanity. That's why I say the left wing is lost and the right is right. I'm leaving some links here in the bottom about the Brown Berets, about the Chicano movement, and leaving those so you can do your own research and do your own homework And if I made any sense at all to anybody, then it's worth the time and effort and energy and a little nervousness, to share this, to just open up and be out here, on the internet. It's kind of an awesome concept. You need to share. Sharing is caring. Namaste.